Episode 6 The Illusion of Separation, the Grand Deception of Division. Introduction. If we are all one, why do we feel so divided? Separation is the foundational illusion of the false matrix. It's how they control, manipulate, and distort our perception. It is embedded in our religions, our politics, our gender, and our racial identities, even in our spiritual teachings. In this episode, we expose how this illusion was intentionally engineered, who benefits from it, and how unity consciousness dismantles the entire system. Welcome to The Truth Will Set You Free. The original unity blueprint. In the beginning, Earth operated within the divine unity field, a living lattice of pure crystalline harmony that reflected the blueprint of source consciousness. There was no separation between the self and the other, between the inner and the outer, between the divine and the human. Humanity lived in organic coherence with the planetary grid, the stars, the water, the breath, the song of Gaia. The divine design of oneness. Before the infiltration of polarity-based programming, Earth's consciousness grid was a unified field of unconditional love and harmonic resonance. In this field, relationships were based on mutual soul connection, not roles or hierarchies. Every being knew they were a spark of prime source, co-creating through remembrance. Earth's original energy grid. This planetary grid, often referred to as the Krystic grid, was a crystalline network of gold and white light codes designed to circulate life force, information, and divine consciousness. All beings, from humans to elemental realms to the stars, shared in this multidimensional communication system. Why separation was never natural. Separation entered the human story through external intervention, energetic distortions, false DNA templates, mind control implants, and fear programming. These seeded the illusion of otherness, fragmenting the one's whole perception of self into identities, ideologies, and false dualities. But these were never native to Earth or human nature. They are anomalies. You were never meant to forget you are part of the whole, and now your remembering collapses the spell of separation for all. The return to unity is not a destination. It is the remembrance of what was never truly lost. Engineered division. Once the illusion of separation was seeded into the collective consciousness, it became a tool of division, weaponized across every sphere of human life. The controllers of the false matrix system knew that unity consciousness was unbreakable, so they fragmented it strategically through engineered identity conflicts, frequency implants, and distortion-based belief systems. The agendas behind race, religion, politics, and light-dark dualism. These divisions are not random, they are strategic. Race was weaponized to breed superiority and inferiority complexes. Religion was distorted to divide God into factions, God into hierarchies, and humans into dogmatic camps. Politics became an energetic siphoning system to polarize consciousness, feeding parasitic entities through collective outrage. Even the metaphysical idea of light versus dark was twisted to trap awakened souls into a perpetual battle paradigm, an internal war that never ends. How division weakens grid coherence. When humans fall into division, their personal light fields collapse into fragmentation. These fractures ripple through the Earth's grid, creating weak spots that allow astral interference and inverted timelines to anchor. Every argument, every judgment, every us versus them moment opens a distortion vortex in the planetary body. Healing begins when we reclaim our coherence, first within, then between each other. Spiritual ego, savior complexes, and us versus them in the awakened community. Even in so-called conscious spaces, division persists in more subtle ways. Those who believe they are more awakened, more advanced, or divinely chosen can fall into the trap of spiritual elitism. The savior complex, believing we must rescue others, creates dependency and distorts sovereignty. The awakened community must now evolve beyond polarity and into divine neutrality, where we see all beings as mirrors and co-creators. The only true enemy is the idea that there are sides. In unity, all distortion dissolves. Reclaiming unity consciousness. The return to unity consciousness is not about ignoring pain, bypassing trauma, or pretending duality doesn't exist. It is about dissolving the illusion of separation by restoring inner coherence and divine remembrance. Unity is not sameness, it is resonance. What true unity actually feels like, not spiritual bypass. Real unity consciousness does not erase uniqueness or silence truth. It is the vibrational field where every soul is honored as a facet of Source. It means we stop fragmenting our own being, stop separating the mind from the body, the shadow from the light, the divine from the human. It feels like wholeness, clarity, and peace that arises from the inside out. The quantum truth of holographic wholeness. Every soul is a holographic piece of the One. Within you lies the blueprint of all that is. When you heal yourself, you shift the whole field. When you remember who you truly are, you activate dormant remembrance in others. This is quantum unity, each one a living gate to the all. How unity consciousness restores the Krystic grid. The planetary grid responds to coherence. As you dissolve inner division and anchor peace, you become a node of divine signal, transmitting clarity, love, and truth into the Earth's crystalline lattice. One fully embodied being of unity consciousness can ripple recalibration through thousands of miles of grid distortion. You are a repairer of the breach. You do not need to fight division, you only need to embody wholeness, and the illusion will collapse. Tools and activations. The tools of unity consciousness are not external. They are embedded in your light body, waiting to be reawakened through intention, presence, and divine command. These activations are designed to collapse the illusion of separation at the root level and restore the energetic codes of wholeness in your field and the collective grid. Daily Unity Grid Anchoring. Begin your day by connecting with the planetary Krystic grid. Visualize yourself as a golden white pillar of light, connected through your heart to the Earth's crystalline core and the galactic source above. State, I align with the unity field. I am one with the whole. I transmit harmony through all timelines and dimensions. Feel your breath circulating unity codes through your aura and into the field. Deprogramming the inner conflict archetypes. Identify any internal parts that speak in us versus them tones, your inner critic, wounded child, rescuer, or judge. Speak directly to these aspects with compassion and reclaim them as divine. Use mirror work, writing, or breath work to unify fractured parts. Bring them back into your oversoul authority and say, all parts of me now return to wholeness. I dissolve all internal war. A group decree for collective grid repair. When gathered with others in unity, speak the following aloud. We now collapse all programs of separation, judgment, hierarchy, and distortion. We restore the Krystic grid through our embodiment of unity. We are the divine harmonics made flesh. So it is. Feel this decree pulse outward, clearing distortions across space, time, and the collective field. These activations are not rituals, they are embodiments of divine law. Every breath you take in unity recalibrates the hologram. Closing. Separation is the virus of this world, but unity is the cure encoded in your DNA. The more you anchor wholeness in your field, the more this matrix crumbles. We are not here to choose sides. We are here to dissolve the sides entirely. See you in the next episode of The Truth Will Set You Free.